That's Anna floating on the surface of a lake at golden hour. Except she's not floating and the sun barely showed up that night. I'll show you exactly how I faked one and fixed the other. This is a shoot I'm so happy I got to do. Wildfire smoke had turned the whole sky hazy, so there was no clean golden hour color, and on top of that I brought my strobes into open water for the first time ever. In this video I'm walking you through both those problems, how I worked around dead light, and how I kept my gear safe waist deep in a lake. So you'll have a real answer for both next time your shoot doesn't go the way you planned. It was Anna's idea to get into the water and wear this outfit in there. But as you can see, I'm very cautious as to where I put my light stand. I've got an FJ400 with a 36-inch softbox, and I'm a little bit worried about dumping this into the lake and going viral for all the wrong reasons. To preserve her hair, we were going to take our time getting into the water so that we didn't ruin the shot right away, so we can work our way to being in the water, full body, hair wet, and ruined.
Yeah.
That's okay?
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Okay. Okay. That long silence was a little bit nerve-wracking, but Anna assured me she's just Ukrainian and didn't have the words right away. But I wasn't really happy with that sky. From the raw image, we didn't have a whole lot of color because that sun is fighting to get through that wildfire smoke, and it just wasn't giving me the colors I thought it was going to. So in Lightroom, here are some of my adjustments. The first thing I'm going to do is just warm it up in my white balance. Then I'm going to go to my highlights and my whites, and I'm going to bring them down a little bit. I'm going to dehaze it a little bit increased, and then I'm going to add a little bit of vibrance and saturation to the photo. And here's some of those first images. Again, I'm using high speed sync with my FJ400, and I'm shooting 2.8 wide open on my lens. Oops. Oh, that looks really nice. Up until this point in the shoot, I'm playing it pretty safe. You can see my flash is not touching the water. It's only about 4 or 5 feet away from Anna, and we aren't really pushing the limits of working in the lake. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking that I could use natural light and not worry about my equipment. But I think that using flash differentiates me from other photographers that wouldn't use flash in this situation, so I'm going to push the envelope a little bit. Leave me a comment and let me know what you would do in this situation. Okay, we're taking the leap of faith. The wind is not that crazy, and Anna was so nice to have gone out and scouted the ground below. We found a good spot that I could put my light stand, and you can see I've got 2 sandbags on the hook there, weighing it down. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. We've grabbed the stool that I had in my car, and we've kind of planted it into the sand, and she's going to sit up on the stool, and the idea is that I'm going to use my 70 to 200 2.8, and I'm going to get her at water level, kind of sitting on this stool, so it looks as if she's sitting, you know, on top of the water in some way. Ditching the stool, Anna was fully submersed, and does anybody remember that movie Wild Things from the 90s, I think? I had this vision that we would get something along those lines of Anna being at eye level with the water. We finished up by Anna coming back down to the shore. She's now fully wet, so it doesn't matter if her hair is soaked, where we were trying to preserve that hair for the longest time earlier. Some key takeaways from this shoot. we had the hazy skies. There's nothing we could do with that, so do your best, and hopefully your Lightroom or your Capture One will be able to bring out some more of that color and get it the way you want. If you're taking your flash into the water, make sure you've got lots of sandbags. I didn't have a whole lot of wind to worry about, so maybe I was just being overly cautious for this shoot, but definitely risk it if you think you can, because you're going to get nice images from it. And then lastly, this was completely Anna's idea. All I had to do was come up with a location. So when you get somebody who wants to be creative in this way, definitely jump on that opportunity, because you end up getting some really awesome images without having to do any kind of directing or anything like that. Anna was just awesome to work with, and I can't wait to work with her again in the near future. My name is Chris Hartman. I'm a Regina, Saskatchewan based photographer. I've spent all summer shooting awesome sunsets and cool locations. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I am racing against the YouTube clock to get that February 1st subscriber count up. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a great week. Oh, we're gonna lose the sun early today, I think. It's going behind some clouds.